So help me to understand, strategically, is there a reason why we won't break out debt service? I mean, is that you just don't want to really show that number?
Well, we do.
Debt
service is, the other way to look at this is that's a transfer out, there's a transfer in, and we have a debt service fund. So
okay.
Governmental accounting standards require that that be segregated out and accounted for separately. And so you'll always see it both in the budget and in the financial statements this way. What may appear to be a little unusual to you is that we have done an alternate revenue bond and we pledge revenues off of our operating. It still has backing of property taxes, but that's why there isn't typically a category for debt service expense out of an operating fund. So we budgeted the amount and we transfer it out into the debt service fund. But we always make sure to call that out, that that $5.7 million of our operating fund are due to debt payments.
Okay.
So if we were to look at this, going back to my previous question about the 4% decrease in the categories that are not benefits or salaries, if that transfer of fund is 7%, so the 4% decrease has really been made up by all of those other categories.
That's right. It was a much deeper cut this year than that suggests for us to have to balance our budget. And I really do have to give a lot of credit to the whole college. Everybody understood what we were up against here. Not only were people very reasonable in their requests, but in my 5+ years here, I've seen the most creativity within budgets of people reallocating, both reducing and reallocating. That I believe almost everybody's budgets came in either less than last year or no greater than a 2.5% increase. There are some outliers in both directions, but people did a really an excellent job.
I have one more question. On the annual budget, and I'm looking at the department as it's broken out by function, and it's on page 40. Trustees, on page 40 of the annual budget, I am looking at the department in the Education Affairs for 2016. There is an amount of close to 55 million there. And then total student development, an amount of 32 million. And then total administrative affairs of 78 million. And then general institutional is 39. So I'm looking at this and I would think that ed affairs should be of the higher number, but the administrative affairs is higher. So I know that there is an explanation why that is going $20 million increase. Is that related to our capital spending?
Hit it right on the head. We account for the capital spending on the administrative side.
Do we have to?
Do we have to?
Can you break that out? I mean, because
Oh, sure.
I mean, to me, I'm looking at this and it doesn't look like we are an institution of higher learning. It looks like we're a finance area. I mean, you know, so, I mean, I'm just
I would agree with Linda.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just want to make that clear because we don't want to send the wrong message that, you know, we are still educating students here and that's the highest priority. For this particular, I don't know in what other presentations you put these numbers out like this, but could perhaps that be broken out so it's clear that capital expenditures are included in that administrative affairs number?
That would be a good thing to know for the rise, yeah. Good point.
Did you just absorb all of the capital expenditures for this budget? So then to change that, you'd have to allocate them to the different areas where
No, it's just for presentation.
Yeah, just for presentation purposes, we'll still keep them in the schedules that the DFOA and GAAP accounting requires. But as we write up our final budget document, we'll make sure to highlight and point out
Right.
Yeah, because I was just skimming through the text as we were just talking and seeing anything in the text that might explain it. Maybe you could just add something like, do it that way, make it easier.
All right, anything else? Thank you, David. I know.